Every time the Demon King is on the brink of waking up, 6 heroes are selected to fight him. These heroes are called the Braves of the Six Flowers. But what if there's a fake amongst them? This is more or less the core of the show. At the very least, is the part of the show that makes it unique compared to other Heroes Slay the Demon Lord stories. With the fantasy world and action, we have an interesting mix of psychological elements that also make it very different in my opinion. The story is very simple, however there are many areas in which we learn a lot about the world, and this makes the story a lot better. The story is very aware that we need to understand the world to make itself more interesting. We get little introductions to the world with tales and stories of the past. These aren't super deep, but develop our understanding of the world. The actual story itself follows our protagonist Atlet Meyer. He continuously throughout the whole show states he's the strongest man in the world, and this can kind of get annoying. I think you get the idea, I'll just end it there. He's chosen to be one of the Six Flowers, therefore he needs to travel to where all 6 of them are meant to meet. He arrives there, however due to certain circumstances, all 6 of the heroes get trapped in a barrier. This barrier is designed to trap the demonic beings that plan to revive the Demon King rather than them. Also, rather than there being 6 of them, there's 7. This makes them suspect that there is a traitor amongst them, and they decide to try and capture the traitor so they can get out of the barrier and kill the Demon King. You know, the thing that they're meant to do. Just like with the world, the writer knows that we need to learn more about the characters to start caring about them. This is a very good part of the characters as we learn more and more about them the longer the show goes on. While for some that's a given, there are many shows that are lacking in that department of character development. There are some annoying parts to the characters, however these areas are there to make the characters feel more real. It's also good that all the characters feel very different from each other. There's obviously a lot of effort put into expressing the different elements of each character, from the way they behave to the way they carry themselves. They're designed to be interesting by themselves, as all of them get some form of character development while keeping them unique from each other. Overall they're good, however the show's probably not gonna get continued, and some of the characters were very annoying, which led me to reducing the rating just a little bit, okay? Just a little bit. The action is a lot more complex than a lot of shows I've talked about before. The main character uses a lot of tools rather than relying on his strength or speed. The range of characters with different abilities keep his more realistic way of fighting more interesting. With the great quality of animation, this all has a lot more life, especially with the way the camera snaps around the fight. Simply, it's good, and as the show revolves around the heroes fighting each other, I won't spoil their abilities, so we'll be moving on real quick. So a lot of the little things within the show are given life with the amount of sound effects used. As the main character uses a lot of tools, all of them need a range of sound effects expressing the materials they're made out of. Their voice acting is very good in the sub and it's okay in the dub. It's the usual, this always is the case I think at this point. I personally watched the show in the dub to focus on other elements of the show and to make it easier to consume it faster. The voice acting in the dub could be better, however, other than that, every aspect of the sound design is very well done in my opinion. If you're interested in the opening, it's an absolute bopper as well, okay? It goes pretty hard. The animation has a lot of flow and this makes the movement a lot better. Also, the camera moves around a lot. It'll snap around a lot to keep you focused on different elements of the fights, the show, or just in general choreography. The art style is also very good at portraying the fantasy element. Besides, I like most of the different designs the show has for the characters as well. The only thing that would make the animation better is increasing the production quality overall. This would make the overall art higher quality, but I can't think of any other element that the animation or art really needs to be improved. This is a very good show just like I remembered it. There are many well-constructed elements to it, however there seems to be no continuation in the works. With it only being a 12-episode show, it'll be very easy for you to watch and enjoy within a short period of time. Hope you enjoyed the very fast review of Rokka, the Brave of the Six Flowers. It's a long name, man. It's, you know how the anime do it. I would make a longer video about the show, however with how short it is I decided to skip most of the spoilers. Either way, I hope you're having a wonderful day and I'll see you in the next video.